Today I'm making rum balls. These are a quick and easy no-bake cookie. They're rich and fudgy and they have a little kick from the rum. I'm going to start by making the cookie crumbs. I'm using animal crackers because they're usually easiest to find dairy-free, but you could use vanilla wafers or Maria cookies. Pretty much any kind of plain vanilla cookie would work. You'll need about a 12-ounce package. I'm just putting them in my food processor and I'm going to pulse them till they're ground down to fine crumbs. You're going to need 2.5 cups of crumbs. Just put that in a bowl and set it aside. Next I'm going to grind up some nuts. I'm using walnuts. You could also use pecans or hazelnuts. Pretty much any kind of nut would work, so just use whatever's your favorite. And I'm also putting those in the food processor and just pulse them until they're broken down as well. You want the nuts to be about the same consistency as the cookie crumbs. To the 2.5 cups of cookie crumbs, I'm going to add 1 cup of the ground nuts, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. And we're just going to mix all those dry ingredients together. It's helpful if you don't have the world's lumpiest powdered sugar like I do, but even if you do, they'll turn out just great. I'm going to make a well in the center of my dry ingredients, and that's where I'm going to put the wet ingredients. So for our wet ingredients, I'm using 3 tablespoons of corn syrup. You could use light or dark corn syrup. You could even use honey if that's what you have on hand. And now it's time to add the rum. 3 tablespoons of any kind of rum you like. Light rum, dark rum, spiced rum. You could even use bourbon, whiskey, brandy, whatever you like. If you want to make these non-alcoholic, replace the rum with 3 tablespoons of orange juice or freshly brewed and cooled coffee. Then we're just going to mix all of the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients until everything is well combined. It's usually easier to use your hand, and it's going to look a little dry at first, but just keep working it in. And eventually you'll have a mixture that's crumbly, but sticks together when you squeeze it in your hand like that. So using about a rounded tablespoon of this mixture, I'm just going to squeeze it in my hand and form it with my fingers into a little ball. You don't want to make these too big because they do carry a little bit of a wallop. So just about that size. You'll get about 45 from this recipe. Then I'm going to roll each ball in some powdered sugar and seal them up in an airtight container. They're really good right away, but if you can make them a few days ahead and let them sit sealed up, the flavor will just intensify and improve. These are definitely the most festive of all the Christmas cookies that I make. I hope you give the recipe a try, and thank you so much for watching.